Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Baha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Amathia from Great Millstone, Dallas. And I wanted to do a quick walk and talk this morning. You know, it was a nice morning, cool breeze. And even though it's a nice morning, cool breeze, this is a moment that you can always appreciate the earth, appreciate what the Lord has created, you know, and ultimately just take in it's a small inkling of what's to come, you know, which is the kingdom of heaven. This place is not going to continue forever. If you ain't on board, you're going to get left behind. Because the Lord, He's created to purify the earth. And how is that going to be purified? Alright? That's the thermonuclear destruction. And also by way of the chariots, who the world, they will go and call them UFOs, unidentified flying objects, or UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. But we know those are the chariots of the Lord, which his name is Yahweh, meaning he is. And he's going to send our big brother, which is Yahushai, Slakia for that, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus. Yahushai meaning he is our deliverer, he is our salvation. And that's going to be, and that's going to happen. So the things that we're seeing as far as the wars, rumors of wars, you know, what's going on with Iran, just with the world in general. They're talking about with the oil, the energy, talking about it's going to come to pass where we're going to have an energy lockdown, you know. And this is just continuing of the downfall of Esau Edom, who runs the world. Because the Lord gave the earth to the wicked. Job 9:24. The earth was given to the hands of the wicked, and he covered the faces thereof, you know. If not, where and who is he? But the Lord is starting to reveal who the wicked is. Alright? Which is the son of perdition. And what is that perdition? He's the son of destruction. He prays like the ones on the left hand side, which is, that's who they pray to. Those are the elites. They pray to the left, which is their God is the spiritual demon Satan. And the Lord is getting ready to come and take the kingdom. Alright? This is 2nd Ezra 6, verse 9. It says, Esau is the end of the world. Okay? Esau is the end of the world. And we just mentioned Esau is the end. And who is Esau? That is the brother of Jacob that you read about in Genesis 25, where they was together within the mother's womb, and Becca went to the seer, and what did they tell him? He said, 2 nations are in thy womb. All right, 2 nations are in thy womb. These 2 nations will be the main characters of the movie. And these two characters was going to have lineages, bloodlines, that one was going to rule the earth and it was going to get taken away. And then the other was going to rule the earth and it's going to rule forever. You read about that going into the blessing they received in Genesis 27. All right? And right now, we're under the rulership of the wicked one. And that's the lineage of Esau, Edom. All right? And you see today who's the head of that tribe is the small heads, the Amalekites, who is in the land today. And you know the land I'm talking about. All right? So for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right? So the beginning of it that followeth is the kingdom that's going to be ruler forever and ever. All right? That's going to be the kingdom that our Lord Yahweh Shai is going to come, and he's going to subdue the wicked ones and the other heathens. All right? And who's going to get caught up in the midst of the transitioning? All right? As it says in Sirach 10:8, the one righteous dealing riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom will be translated from one kingdom to another. The elect of Israel, which is the lineage of Jacob, whose name became Israel when he wrestled with an angel. His lineage, the remnant of that lineage, is going to be delivered out of the destruction that's coming. When the Lord comes to take the kingdom. Isaiah 26, the last couple of verses tell you that they're going to come up to the chariots. The world says, as we just mentioned prior, call them UAPs, UFOs. It's going to be took up into those ships, to those chariots, to the indignation of the Lord pass. So that righteous destruction that's going to be brought forth. And that's going to be a remnant of Israel. Okay? And we're seeing things that are happening now for the Lord to come. That's why I said Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. It's something that preachers in the pulpit or Christian preachers will not speak on. They won't speak on. They'll say, you know, heaven, but they'll say you're going to be beamed up and go to the kingdom of heaven. But heaven is going to be brought here. It's going to be here on earth. Okay? The kingdom is going to be here on earth. You have the heavens, okay? Then you have the earth that's going to be ruled by the Israelites, starting with Yahweh Shai, who the word again called Jesus, who's going to sit on the throne of King David. Okay? And the 2/3 of Israel is going to get caught up in that transition, that destruction. Because I'm going to roll down here to verse 19, 2nd Ezra 6:19. It says, and we'll bring to make, you know what, I'm going to start at verse 18. It says, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh to visit them that dwell upon the earth. And now, like I said, we're starting to see more chariot sightings. The Lord said he's visiting the earth which he made. Okay? And it says, and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, verse 19, and I will begin to make inquisition of them. All right? And what is that inquisition? He's going to have heavy questioning. Okay? He's coming with investigation. Heavy questionings. Okay? That's why he said in Joel, he's going to bring these nations to the valley of Jehoshaphat and plead, meaning he's about to judge. Okay? He's about to judge. Because of what? For the nation of Israel. For all the wrongs doing that has been done to them. You know, we went off. We were stiff-necked, but the Lord is finna correct us. And it starts with that what? That remnant. Alright? And it says, I will begin to make inquisition of them. What they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and with the afflictions of Zion shall be fulfilled. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away, all right, because the earth is going, I believe, what is that, the second Ezra 14, or I think it's second Ezra 14, or Sirach 14, where it goes into the earth is become weaker. Because this devil who runs the earth today, he have done so wickedly, polluting everything, making everything fake, trying to do away with the creation that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has made, and trying to do it his way, which his way leads to death, because he does it the carnal way. All right? And it says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. All right? And we're seeing these things all together. All these things the Lord has made, the Lord is questioning. All right? The Lord is bringing forth something that's never been done before upon the earth. All right? That's why it said Michael the angel in Daniel 12, the archangel, is going to have to stand up, because we need divine intervention on deliverance on what's to come. Okay? Think about all the things that have been done upon the earth and all the destruction. Look at all the things that have happened as far as famine, as we were mentioning last night at the in the sit-down, Thursday night sit-down we usually do here. Think about the famine. You have people eating their children. All these things, you be like, man, that is all. This is, horrendous, far-fetched. No, they actually happen, and it's gonna be worse than what these things that have been recorded or talked about or in history. All the bad things, all the destruction. All right, famine, pestilence, all these things are just coming upon the earth. Okay. And as I mentioned, the 2/3 is going to be caught up in that. So we got to get our houses in order and continue to thrive through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Continue doing the work. Because our work is not finished until the Lord comes and we receive deliverance. We see things happening now. We see what's going on. We see the foreseen future. One thing through prophecy, and now these prophecies are starting to come to pass. We see Babylon is in turmoil right now, and so many people still don't see it. They want this place to continue to go on, but what we're seeking is a place. What is it? This is not our time. We ain't looking for this. What is that? Continuing city. Con. This is Hebrews 13:14. It says, "For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come." We seek for a continuing city. We seek one to come. All right? And what's that continuing city? That's the kingdom of heaven. We're seeking for that to come. We're seeking for righteous salvation. We're seeking for the kingdom of heaven that's going to be ruling. We're going to be ruling. Our people don't know about rulership here. They just know about work, pay your bills, get ready for the weekend, have a drink, get a little box here and there, and continue working till you're old and gray, and then you pass away. But we seek for glory. We seek for salvation. We're seeking for deliverance. We're seeking to get our necks out from under the boot of the wicked one. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Waha, Bahakadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yakim, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.